Week 9 in the NFL threw us some curveballs. I know that's the wrong sport, but we're going to start with the biggest one. Tom Brady. Was the great heavyweight battle of the old man quarterbacks as great as everybody thought it would be? No, it wasn't. The Saints bulldozed the Buccaneers 38-3. Drew Brees holds the NFL record for career touchdowns now. He and Tom Brady have been trading this record back and forth, but because the Bucs didn't score a touchdown, Brees pulled right ahead. At one point, the Saints were winning by 38 points. This was Tom Brady's worst loss ever. He has never trailed by 38 points before. And I'm not smiling. I'm not smiling. I want the best for Tom. I do. So Antonio Brown didn't come back? Oh, no. He was there. Tom Brady's sleepover buddy was in full uniform, but he only had like 3 catches, and Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions, so very few Bucs had any catches at all. Florida men, am I right? What was the matchup like between the two young gunslingers, Tua Tagovailoa and Kyler Murray? It was like watching Rock'em Sock'em Robots. The two quarterbacks were just slugging away at each other, slinging the ball back and forth until someone won. And in this case, it was Tua and the Dolphins because Arizona missed a kick and the Dolphins won 34-31. He's now 2-0. He's 2-0. He's 2-0. Get it? Are the Steelers of Pittsburgh still undefeated? Why, they sure are. However, the Cowboys, with their 4th string, 10th string, 15th string quarterback Gilbert Grape, took a 13-point lead to start the game. The Steelers, however, knew better than to give up their undefeated record to the 2-7 NFC East Cowboys. I think the most embarrassing thing that could happen to the Steelers would have been losing to an NFC East team, but they didn't. They are still undefeated, and at 8-0, they have the best record in franchise history. All hail Pennsylvania. Speaking of the Cowboys, what's up with our favorite clown show division, the NFC East? I'm going to tell you a story about when the Giants played the Washington football team. The story is that there was a massive fumble and it turned into a giant game of hot potato, and it was really a live look at watching someone try to win this division. The ball was a championship slipping out of everyone's hands, and no one deserved to come up with it in the end. To put this division in perspective, the Giants beat Washington, but Washington beat the Cowboys, but the Cowboys beat the Giants. So it's like one giant MC Escher print of football despair, an endless loop of badness. Did Patrick Mahomes make history? He did. In a turn of events that will shock absolutely no one, Mahomes got to 100 passing touchdowns faster than any quarterback in NFL history. And he only has 1 pick all season. After Tom Brady's abysmal performance on Sunday night, I'd go so far as to say that Patrick Mahomes is leading the MVP discussion. So my question is this. If Mahomes is going to dominate the league for the next 20 years, knock on wood, all goes well, how long is it going to take until America turns against the Chiefs? Asking for a Patriots fan. It's me. I am the Pats fan. So did the Panthers put up a fight? Absolutely, they did. The final score was 31-33. Christian McCaffrey returned for the Panthers, coming off 6 weeks on a sprained ankle, and he just waltzed right into the end zone on the first drive. Christian McCaffrey is the kind of player who makes it look so easy that for a second you're like, maybe I could do that. Like, doesn't look too hard. And then you realize that your bones would be crushed to a powder in 0.1 nanoseconds. Is Josh Allen good? Yes, Josh Allen is very good. There's a sad story this weekend. Josh's grandmother died on Saturday, but he told the Bills he wanted to play anyway, and then he went out there and had the game of his life to beat the Seahawks. Allen ended the game with 31 of 38 and 415 yards passing. You know the last quarterback to have 2 back-to-back games in which he threw for more than 300 yards? Drew Bledsoe in 2002. Bet you forgot that Bledsoe even played for the Bills. Does the Bills win mean that the Seahawks finally had to reckon with the fact that their defense sucks? Yes. Seattle could not stop the pass, which just goes to show you how incredible Seattle's offense is if with a defense like that, they can be atop the NFC West. Mostly because Russell Wilson is a robot who can throw a football perfectly and DK Metcalf has jetpacks for feet. Maybe DK could just play defense too. Were there any good hugs this week? Yes, there was one great hug in particular when A.J. Brown caught a beautiful 40-yard touchdown pass from Ryan Tannehill, and A.J. ran and jumped up to hug the field goal base. Yeah, the thing that holds up the field goal, that's apparently called the field goal base. I had to Google that. When was the last time you tried to talk about the thing that holds up the field goal? I think it needs a better name. I think we should call it the trunk. I don't know. I'm taking suggestions. Please give me suggestions. More importantly, the Titans beat the Bears, and Brown became the third player to have a receiving touchdown in each of his last 5 games. Also, shout out to AJ for this tweet. We love to see that civic engagement. How many games have the Ravens now won on the road in a row? 10. 10 games. They've won 10 games in a row on the road. They beat the Colts this week 24-10. They ended a 3-0 unbeaten streak for the Colts at home, and Lamar Jackson rushed for a team high 58 yards. As I always say, get you a quarterback who could do both. Did anyone, and here's a question that I can't believe I'm about to ask, wear athletic shorts as a mask? Yes. Someone did. One of the Chargers coaches was on the sidelines wandering around with a pair of athletic shorts strapped to his face. And it's one of those things that if you showed me that in January of 2020, I'd be like, is that guy okay? And now we know that the answer is none of us are okay. As someone who has used socks as mittens before, I do respect this move. In other Chargers fashion news, their navy uniforms were incredible, but they were not enough to beat the Raiders. Justin Herbert had a touchdown overturned at the very end of the game. The Chargers lost. Justin looked very sad. I was very sad for him, but we'll always have athletic shorts. Was Dalvin Cook the best running back in the league this weekend? Yeah, I think he was. I think it's fair to say that because Cook is the only reason that the Vikings are coming back to life right now. Cook has had a rushing touchdown in 7 straight games, which is the longest active streak in the NFL. And on Sunday, he had a 200-yard game for the first time in his career. In the Vikings' last 2 games, Cook has 369 yards rushing and 6 total touchdowns. Listen, I know that Russell Wilson has the whole let Russ cook thing, but we should really let Dalvin cook. Did the Patriots lose to the Jets? No, thank God. I had a whole rant ready because the Patriots losing to the Jets felt like a very real thing that could happen, which I can't believe I'm saying, but that's where we are as New England fans. The Patriots, however, pulled out the W, and the Jets still do not have a single win this season. It remains to be seen whether Adam Gase has a single job.